So before we deep dive into the various operations on dictionary, let us see what actually a dictionary is and how can we create a dictionary, how can we update the elements, how can we delete the elements. Now so far we have seen whenever we are taking list, tuple or set, each of them are holding a single entity as their items. But when we need a group of objects in the form of some key value pair, then we must use the dictionary. Now, what are the basic characteristics of dictionary? Now, duplicate keys are not allowed. Like I said, every item is going to be a key value pair. So, the key cannot be duplicate. Whereas the duplicate values are allowed. I mean, we have two keys which are different, but their values can be same. Now, heterogeneous objects are allowed for both keys and values. So, any key, I mean, the key can be your string, can be a integer, can be a float, any kind of values we can accept for both the keys as well as values. Insertion order is not preserved. Okay, as we keep on adding some element, we do not guarantee where exactly the elements are going to be stored. Now, dictionaries are mutable. I mean, we can make the necessary changes. We can add some new elements. You can delete the existing element. So, hence we can say it is a dynamic in nature. It can grow or it can shrink according to our operations. Now, indexing and slicing concepts are not at all applicable for your dictionary. Now, let us see how exactly we can create a dictionary. There are several ways to create a dictionary. The first one is you can take the help of this pair of curly braces, an empty curly braces, whenever you want to create an empty dictionary. Otherwise, you can also take the help of a function, predefined function, that is dict. So either this or this you can use in order to create an empty dictionary. So you can see when I'm trying to print D, I'm getting this blank without having any element, this pair of curly braces, which is indicating it is an empty dictionary. Now we can also add, I mean, we can create a dictionary by simply adding one element to the dictionary. Like when we want to add the elements, we will take the help of some name. Say this is the dictionary name, and this within square bracket is nothing but your key, and this is the corresponding value of it. So this line is going to add one item into the dictionary where the key is your 100 and the value of corresponding key is Kiran. Now very likely the second one is going to add a pair of key and value, that is 200 and Pratik. Similarly, the last one is going to add a key 300 for which the value is Sunil. So by the end of these three lines, what we could do is we could create a dictionary where three items are available. The first item is having a key value pair of 100 and Kiran, which is separated by a colon. Similarly, the second item is 200 and Pratik, where 200 is the key and Pratik is the value, again separated by colon. Likely the third item is your holding the key is 300 and the value is Sunil. Now we can also create dictionary as like this, rather than going individually adding the key value pair. We can write all of them at same time, like the same job we have done here as a key and value, key and value. This is also a key and value. So at one go also we can create a dictionary by writing each item as a key and value pair, and as we know, this key and value are separated by a colon. Now once the dictionary is created, let us see how exactly we can access the data from the dictionary. So we can access the data by using keys, because every item is a key value pair. So we can take the help of the keys to retrieve the corresponding values. Now imagine we have created one dictionary like with these three elements where every element is a key value pair here. Now if I want to retrieve the value which is associated with the key 10, I can write print of D of 10. So 10 is the key and D is the dictionary. So D of 10 is going to fetch me the corresponding value of that particular key attached. Likewise, D of 30 is going to fetch Shyam. Now, in case the specified key is not available, then you will get a exception, that is key error. Like for example, in this dictionary, we do not have a key like 40. So if I'm trying to get the value of the corresponding key, that is 40, because 40 is not available in the dictionary, hence we are going to get a key error here. So once the dictionary is created, how can we update the dictionary? Now we can update the dictionary by adding one or more elements by using this following syntax. So the syntax is, we can take the name of the dictionary which is already existing and write down a key and equal to followed by a value. So when I'm going to write this line, so along with this key, this value is attached and the complete item is added to the dictionary. Now, when I'm going to do this job, if at all this key is not available, if the key is not available, then automatically a new entry of this key and value pair will be added to the dictionary. But if the key already available, then the corresponding old value will be now replaced with the new value. Let's see now. Say this is a dictionary already we have with 3 items. Now I'm trying to write D of 40 equal to Suraj. So it will first search whether this key is already available, because you can see 10, 20, 30. These are the 3 keys we have. So as 40 is not present in this particular dictionary, hence this 40 as key and Suraj as corresponding value will be taken as a key value pair and automatically added to this particular dictionary. Okay. Now when I'm printing D, I can get all these 4 items. I do not guarantee that this is the same order because we know the insertion order is not preserved. But anyway, earlier we had 3 items. Now it is going to have your 4 items. Now let's say here I am trying to write D of 20 equal to Rohit. So assuming this updated one. So here the key 20 is already available and the old value that we have is what? Ravi. Now because this key is already available, hence the existing value of Ravi will be now removed and that will be replaced with the new value here. So as a result, when I'm going to find out what are the elements present in the D right now, so you can see with 20, now Ravi is replaced with your Rohit, remaining all elements are intact. How can we delete the elements from the dictionary? So we can delete the elements from the dictionary by using a keyword, that is del. Just like we use del for deleting any of the objects present in your Python. So the same we can use here. So when we write del followed by the dictionary name and within square bracket key. So what this is going to do, it is going to delete that entry which is associated with this specific key. Now, if the key is not available, I'm trying to delete a item whose key is not available, then we are going to get a key error. Let's see if this is a dictionary here holding these 3 elements with key value pair. Now I'm trying to write del of D of 20. So what is 20 here? The key. So now because 20 is available as the key here, so along with its corresponding value, this entire item is now going to be deleted. So as a result, when I'm printing D, I could get only remaining 2 items or elements after deleting this one. But if I'm trying to delete D of say 70, so 70 as a key, it is not present here. So that's why we are going to get a key error specifying that 70 is not available.